Watch out for this. Antoine Semenyo to Arsenal update today. Antoine Semenyo has been at the center of growing speculation about his future at Bournemouth amid interest from Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and more. Semenyo signed a new contract during the summer, which includes a £65 million release clause, placing interested clubs on alert ahead of the mid-season window. However, as I revealed on the latest edition of Football Insider's Inside Track podcast, a January move for the 25-year-old is not guaranteed, and clubs could be tempted to wait until the summer when that release clause fee drops to just £50 million. Former chief scout Mick Brown told Football Insider on 4th December that Man U want to sign Semenyo in January and could accelerate their interest. Despite that, Mikel Arteta's side may opt to be patient in their pursuit, while other top sides are also considering a summer move for the lower price. Arsenal raced Liverpool to sign Antoine Semenyo. Football Insider revealed on 2nd December that Liverpool are the frontrunners to sign Semenyo, despite interest from Arsenal and their other rivals. Meanwhile, Football Insider revealed in October that Liverpool have an advantage in the race for Semenyo thanks to Hughes' connections at Bournemouth. The sporting director signed Semenyo for the Cherries during his spell at the Vitality Stadium, and could now look to bring the player with him once more. Semenyo has also been a long-term target for Man U, as they also considered a move in the summer before he penned a new deal at Bournemouth. Despite his release clause being seen as an achievable price for most interested clubs, whether they will be willing to trigger it in January is yet to be seen. For more Liverpool and exclusive news, follow us on Facebook or join our brand new WhatsApp channel for instant updates to be sent straight to your phone. Arsenal have a huge decision to make about Eberechi Eze. Mikel Arteta has to decide where Eberechi Eze best fits into his Arsenal team after Martin Odegaard's return to the starting 11. That is according to former Man U and Blackburn chief scout Mick Brown, who remains very well connected within the game, as he exclusively told Football Insider that the boss must decide who his first-choice attacking midfielder will be. Eze was moved to the left wing to accommodate Odegaard during Arsenal's 1-2 defeat at Aston Villa on Saturday, but turned in an underwhelming performance. The former Crystal Palace star was at fault for Matty Cash's opening goal before being withdrawn at half-time, raising questions about his role in the side. This comes after Brown told Football Insider in July that there were doubts over Eze's move to Arsenal and whether he could be consistent enough to justify his price tag. Mikel Arteta weighs up major Eberechi Eze decision. Brown told Football Insider following Arsenal's win against Tottenham that Eze must become more consistent under Arteta to become an elite player. The former scout, who has a wealth of experience in top-level player recruitment after over a decade at Man U during their most successful period, insisted that there are now questions about the England international's role in the side. There have been some questions about Eze in this Arsenal team. We spoke before this move happened about what his best position is, because at Palace he was allowed to be a bit of a free spirit and to drift around. So there's a huge call for Arteta to make. Do you put Eze back into midfield and accept there are limitations to what he gives, or play him out of position? There's even the option of him being somebody who fills in where he's needed, and he can do that, but it's not going to get the best out of him. It's a difficult decision to make, but the manager has to do something because questions are being asked after that defeat against Villa. Arsenal set sights on new additions to bolster their squad. Despite concerns about numerous players in their best positions in the side, Arsenal remain determined to add further quality options to their squad. Eze's makeshift position as a left winger has been questioned, and now Arsenal have set their sights on Antoine Semenyo, who would likely fill that role more naturally. Football Insider revealed on 7th December that Arsenal are interested in signing Semenyo, but may wait until the summer when his release clause lowers. Semenyo signed a new contract during the summer, which includes a £65 million release clause, placing interested clubs on alert ahead of the mid-season window. However, that fee will drop to £50 million in the summer, tempting the likes of Arsenal to delay January moves in favor of paying a lower price at a later date. Fantastic player, loved by everyone in Arsenal dressing room, finally set for comeback after a devastating blow. Takehiro Tomiyasu is reportedly in talks to finally return to football 5 months after he left Arsenal by mutual consent. Arsenal and Tomiyasu agreed to end the contract in July, with the Japanese international suffering from a cruel injury.
The 27-year-old faced several absences throughout his time at the Arsenal stadium and made just one appearance last season. William Saliba sent an emotional message to Tomiyasu after the defender's exit was confirmed, with the former Bologna man having been an extremely popular figure with the Gunners. Arsenal fans had grown tired of Tomiyasu's injury problems, however, and his departure was treated as a necessary evil. Takehiro Tomiyasu set to return to action. Tomiyasu signed for Arsenal from Bologna in 2021, arriving with a cohort that included the likes of Will Saliba, Martin Odegaard, and Aaron Ramsdale. And the defender's quality was instantly apparent. Deployed on the right side of the defense, the Japanese international was a 1v1 machine and seemingly unbeatable in the air. On the ball, too, Tomiyasu stunned Arsenal fans with his ability to use both feet with little issue, always capable of delivering a dangerous cross into the box. But injury first struck when Tomiyasu was rushed back for a game against Man City in 2022. A great performance up against Raheem Sterling proved damaging, and the right back would miss around 4 months of action. The problems never really stopped there, with Tomiyasu regularly facing long periods of absence, whether that be problems with his calf or his knee. Dutch outlet VI reported on Sunday that Tomiyasu could finally be set to return to football, with Eredivisie giants Ajax strongly considering a move. Mikel Arteta was a big fan of Tomiyasu. At full fitness, Tomiyasu is a manager's dream. The defender can play across the backline to an incredibly high standard and likely has the technical ability to push into the midfield if needed. Arteta was a massive fan of the defender and said in 2023, "I love him. Everybody loves him. He's one of the most popular in the dressing room. You can see the reaction of his teammates towards him. They wanted him there at the front, enjoying it. He's always very reserved and always doing things for the rest of the boys. He's a fantastic player for the team." Arsenal and the Arsenal fans will be pleased to see the defender returning to football, finally, with hopes that the injuries can be put behind him.